MacMahon, who is covering the Mavericks. And Tim, I just mentioned a second ago, Luka and Kyrie dominated Minnesota, outscoring the Wolves by themselves in the fourth quarter in Game 3. What is that duo saying about how they've come up so clutch late in these games?
Yeah, and that's happened in all 3 games in this series as far as that clutch domination, really all season. Luka said about Kyrie, he is born for these situations. Kyrie was told that and he said, we're both born for these situations. And this is a Mavericks team that had the best clutch offensive rating in the NBA this season, and it's not hard to figure out why. They have 2 of the premier creators, scorers, and guys who just are not fazed by the pressure of those situations in Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, and Kyrie, we've noted the stat before with his team in closeout games. They are nearly unbeatable. We'll see if they can get that done, much like the Eastern Conference, and make it a sweep. And Dereck Lively, look, he's been a big part of Dallas' success. He's dealing with that neck injury, however, after that scary collision with Karl Anthony Towns. What more can you tell us about a timeline for his return?
Yeah, he's not going to play tonight. He wasn't there at shoot-around. You know, when he has been spotted, he's you could see the stiffness and the soreness. You know, he can't turn his head if somebody's talking to him from behind at this point. There is optimism that he will be able to return, perhaps later in this series if it's extended, but certainly into the finals. Maxi Kleber, though, does have a chance to come back tonight. He's been out since Game 6 of the first round with a shoulder injury. He's questionable. His status will be decided after warm-ups.
Yeah, as for Lively, look, you get the sweep tonight. You've got about 9-10 days to rest up for the finals, which would be big for him. Lively, by the way, he's been really good. He's yet to miss an attempt in the series. 13 for 13 from the floor. So is Tim MacMahon. Timmy Mac, thank you.
Thanks, Matt. Yeah, 20-year vet Udonis Haslem with us now. UD, this one has got to hurt for Mavs fans because Dereck Lively has been awesome in this series. How important is he to what this Mavs team does?
I mean, everybody likes to talk about the symbiotic relationship that Luka and Kyrie have built, but there's a symbiotic relationship that has been built between Luka and Dereck Lively as well. The Mavs lead the playoffs in lobs. He is very critical to success of Luka Doncic. Luka can get anywhere he wants on the floor, but in the pick and roll, making the big be indecisive, making that big decide if he has to step up or let Luka get to the basket, that's a tough decision to be in if you're a big. Once Luka gets 2 or 3 lobs to Lively, then the big is going to stay back. And then Luka goes to work on his one-on-one man matchups, whether he's in the paint, whether he's mid-range, whether he's 3, he's going to go to work on that matchup because of the indecisiveness of the big and Dereck Lively getting to those lobs and those lob plays.
And here's the good news for the Mavs, though. They have 4 more chances to just win 1 in this series. If you're Minnesota, you got 1 chance to stay alive. So put on your coaching hat for us right now, UD. If you're Chris Finch and you're that Minnesota staff, aside from giving Kyrie and Luka just bad directions to the arena tonight, how are you going to slow them down?
I mean, you got to put them in every action. I think, you can't stop them offensively. You've shown that. You tried to trap, but I think you put them in action offensively. You get them to come up. You put them in the pick and roll. You make sure that they're the guys that have to guard Ant-Man. They're not going to be the guys that guard Ant-Man initially, but you can run actions, cross screens, pick and rolls, different actions just to throw them off and get them in the matchup at Ant-Man. Now Ant-Man is able to attack them, make them exert some energy on the defensive end. They don't exert any energy on the defensive end, so they have all their energy on offense to go and get one-on-one plays and do everything they need to do. You need to wear on these guys for 48 minutes.